In China, there's two kinds of Catholic. The first type lies behind this red curtain, drawn back by an old man, Paul Dong, who calls himself a priest. His altar, 4 hours from Beijing, is hidden from prying eyes. This is an underground Catholic church, he says. The government does not recognize us. But on a Sunday afternoon, hundreds of faithful show up anyway, an illegal mass in a dingy backyard. Back in Beijing, the second type is a more familiar scene, a towering cathedral and a man of the cloth.
I believe I am a Roman Catholic young priest.
Father Simon Zhu is a priest recognized by China's communist government under the direction of the Chinese Catholic Patriotic Association. Any Catholicism practiced outside of the association isn't legal. Underground churches like Paul Dong say true Catholics take no orders from politicians. We are not surrendering our beliefs to the communists. Traditionally, the Vatican had agreed. The Catholic Church was banned in China in the 1950s and its followers jailed and tortured. The government began to allow limited Catholic worship again in the late 70s, restricted to officially sanctioned churches whose allegiance is to the Communist Party above all else. The atheist government even approves Chinese bishops, the biggest current sticking point between the Vatican and Beijing. But Pope Francis, the transformative Catholic leader, has signaled that might be changing.
China. To go there, I would love it.
Negotiations for restoring ties are heating up. Reports that both sides would now choose bishops together have surfaced.
We pray for this normalization between Rome and Beijing.
The Catholic Church is eager for greater access to a country where hundreds of millions of adults are largely untapped by organized religion. But for some who already practice, any religion controlled by the government is wrong. I would never join the Patriotic Church, she says. They aren't real churches.
All of these parishioners are here under at least some personal risk, but most are less worried about themselves and more worried about their leader, Father Dong. To that, he says, if the government ever took him away, someone would just take his place.
To Dong, any deal means the Vatican would be caving to Beijing. Jesus said that one person cannot serve two gods. Now the Vatican is willing to serve God and the Communist Party. Dong's status as a priest isn't recognized by the Vatican. He was excommunicated for ordaining himself a bishop without the Pope's consent. But his parishioners are just a few of several million underground worshippers in China, and many will follow the Pope's guidance. So whether those people will ever pray with fellow believers out in the open is up to the Catholics and the communists. Matt Rivers, CNN, Beijing.